What up? This is Robert Horry.
Or three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
This guy is off the charts, man. Let's call it episode 247 of the Big Shot Bob podcast as we begin year number 6 of this show. Dog Brandon Harper, I'm Rob Jenners. That's 7-time NBA champion Robert Horry. And we're in the thick of it, man. Trade deadline is Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
It's Thursday. And we got
Why
stuff.
did I think it was next week?
No, we got stuff flying in every direction now. This morning, I'm kind of trying to like piece the show together this morning. I'm trying to kind of update notes on the trade deadline just so we have like the latest. And I log on this morning just to kind of like look over what I have, and I deleted half of what I wrote and immediately was like, well, James Harden wants out of LA. So I guess that's happening now. They're trying to move him at the deadline. And I got to admit, very surprised by. Did not see that one coming.
Me either. It's weird because he's been playing pretty good, and all of a sudden, he went to old school. I heard he missed a couple of games due to personal issues. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. I don't understand. But if I'm Cleveland, do you do that trade with Darius Garland? I don't think I want to give up Darius Garland. I know he's always injured now. But you think about it, James Harden's kind of ball dominant. Spider's kind of ball dominant. Even though, you say that, Spider, James, the Claw are the same people, but not really. So I don't understand if that trade happens. Are they doing it because Darius Garland is always hurt, or because they trying to make that one last push in the East? You know what I mean?
I think it's a combination of both. Mm-hmm. Darius Garland is still young, but like we always say, the best ability is availability. And if they believe they can go get a vet point guard who can help, with this push to try to make another run, then so be it. James Harden is 37? So I don't know how much more time you're going to get out of him at 37 years old, or how much longer he's going to want to play for that matter. But I don't know. If you think James Harden and Donovan Mitchell can coexist in that backcourt, especially with the volume of shots both of them take, like James Harden is another shot creator. He can facilitate the ball and he scores a lot. But if you feel as though he's the guy that can help get this team over the hump or get them in a better spot in the Eastern Conference, then it might be worth it. Because if Darius Garland is not going to be healthy, I mean, you might as well get somebody a little older but is going to be healthy, and that's James Harden.
Yeah, what I also think about? You think about before Spider got there, Garland was all-star.
He was, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as Spider got there, he was almost like third, fourth fiddle, and I think sometimes it might be Garland that wants out of there. We talk about James, but it might be Garland like, yo, man, I don't want to play with this dude no more. He's hampering my skill set. And so
True.
That's an interesting situation. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I think it'll be, if I'm the Clippers, I'm really trying to get Darius Garland because I get younger.
Sure.
But the funny thing is they worked out last season. Like, they worked out last year to where they were the number 1 seed and the best team in the NBA. It worked out for them last year. Now, granted, Evan Mobley, I think, was healthier last season, and he battled some injuries this season. But how do we go from it working?
But did Darius Garland really even play a ton last season? Wasn't he hurt at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, he got hurt a lot.
It didn't. I felt like he missed a bunch.
It was spaced and in hand and in leg, and
okay, yeah, I
think he was out for every part of his body, like neck.
He's like he's the little guy on the operation board, just everything just kept exactly. Well, and then here's another part of this too, and I looked it up because I was curious, and it starts to make sense when you look at the Cavaliers side of it. They only got 1 more year on Donovan's contract, so if you're going to make the most of what you have now. I don't know if they're necessarily looking at Harden's age as much as they're looking at, okay, we got this season and next season with Spida under contract. We don't know what's going to happen beyond that.
Right.
If we want to maximize what we've got, we got to do it with somebody who's actually on the floor. Mm-hmm. And you're right. Both of you guys are right. I don't know how those guys both coexist in that backcourt because they both take a lot of shots and they both want the ball in their hands a lot of the time.
Now James can be a facilitator now. He can. He will pass the ball. Now he does take a lot of shots, but he does pass the ball. I will say that he is a facilitator. It can be at least.
Yeah.
Maybe Cleveland's just looking at what can we do right now. And you're right, Rob. You're also right too. We don't. Maybe Darius threw this out. We have no idea. We have no real inkling behind the scenes of what started the whole thing. We just know that the Clippers are in the throes of trade talks with James Harden, and then that move with Cleveland seems to be the predominant one that's popping up. So I was surprised by it. And James Harden didn't make the All-Star team.
Kawhi didn't either.
Neither did Kawhi. So barring, we'll talk about this later because I got it on the list for later on, but barring an injury, the Clippers aren't going to have a representative in the All-Star game in their own building.
I know,
and
right?
you've got two guys on that roster that have a legit argument to be participants in that game.
That's really, really weird, And for Ballmer to be as outspoken and is one of those guys as an owner that everybody kind of likes. But is this the flip side of the NBA saying, "Oh, you want to have that scandal? Here, none of your guys are gonna make
I can't imagine that's it though, right? Like who picks the All-Star reserves? It's not the league, right? Isn't it the coaches?
I think it's like the coaches.
Whoever the coaching staff is for the West would pick the Western Conference reserve. So unless those guys have some sort of or harboring some sort of frustration over that scandal, which I'd be surprised if they were this late in the year, because it was a big story at the beginning of the season. It's boiled down a lot. I don't know whatever came of that investigation. Obviously, not a damn thing has really happened to the Clippers or to Steve Ballmer. So I don't know if the NBA just kind of quietly brushed it under the rug or they just didn't find enough. But I mean, I haven't even heard the NBA make a statement about it. Like, this was our findings and we're going to go ahead and let the Clippers go. No, I haven't heard a word. So yeah, I would be stunned if that had anything to do with it. But it's really weird though that the Clippers are going to be without an all-star representative in their own building. You got to figure at least one of those guys would have gotten there. So besides the Clippers, obviously, so far the only move, by the way, of the trade deadline, and it's Tuesday afternoon we taped the show, the only move has been the DeAndre Hunter move. The Cavs got him last week from the Hawks. The Hawks, he was traded to the Sacramento Kings for Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder. It was a 3-team deal. The Bulls got Kings forward Darius Saric, 2 future second-round picks. The Lakers were in this conversation at one point, going back and forth in a package that involved Rui and Westside Connect to trade for Hunter, but that did not come together. Did you think that was a move that they should have made?
Here's my thing with DeAndre.
Rob's just shaking his head. Rob's like,
here's my thing with DeAndre. The one thing that he was known for when he was drafted, which caused the Hawks to draft him so high, was he was a 3-and-D guy. Well, one of the reasons why he got traded is because his defense was slacking.
Yeah.
And he was hurt a lot. So he ended up, the contract extension that he got was not. He didn't measure up to it, so the Hawks had to get him off the books. Now, last year he played a pivotal role for Cleveland. He played well, but obviously they want to move on from him. I just don't see him as the same player that was drafted in a sense. His defense has slacked a bit over the years, and being hurt as much as he has, I don't think that would have helped the Lakers any more than whatever they are right now.
Basically, I look at you taking a guy, meaning Rui, who's shooting the ball really well for 3, and then you taking a guy who's pretty much the same player, a little bit taller, and not shooting the ball as well as from 3. And you don't need him. Sometimes I think people say, we got to make a trade. We got to make a trade. Like, why are you going to swap an apple for an apple? I'm like, it doesn't make sense. And now that new apple has a learning system, and I think I used to really, really be a big Hunter fan. But last year when they were in the playoffs, and I think he missed the game because his thumb was sprained. Remember the playoff game?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, your thumb, you got a sprained thumb, and you're going to miss a playoff game? At least get out there and try. It's not like it's a knee or something where you can mess it up, or a calf like everybody messed up and you out for, the rest of the season or even next season. It's your thumb. And right there, it let me know that, do you have the heart? Do you have the dog in you to go out there and want to be, put your stamp on this game and be one of those guys in the NBA say, oh, he can play. And right then I was like, I don't know. So my whole thing, and then you already why would if I'm the Lakers, I'm not making that trade because I don't want someone who's not going to play hurt. Yeah, but nobody in the league plays hurt. Let me put that out there first though. But nobody plays hurt though. So
I love when we get disapproving Rob face. Just that.
Yeah.
Just that move. Yeah.
Yeah, that move doesn't really, it definitely don't move me too much. I don't think it makes the Lakers. It's like making a trade just to be in the news.
Just to make a trade. Yeah. We talked about that last week. You don't make moves. I don't think any of these teams are making moves to make moves. And, not to his discredit, Shams is running his ass around. People are dogging him online because he's like, whatever, 0 for 8 on predictions of what's going to happen in the trade deadline. And I'm like, man, he don't know. Right. And it's not like Woj would have gotten any of this shit right. Like, they're just doing the best. They're reporting what they hear. And that's the best they can do, because the Giannis thing is really it's so it's just so insane right now. The fact that everybody's just now it's just like the Bucks are waiting to see who backs up the biggest truck for him and who's willing to just jump off the most picks and the most money or the most stars and picks or whatever package they get. But to me, it's like, and we talked about it last week, was if I'm the Bucks, I wait till the summer. Because you have time to shop, you have time to make the right move. Unless somebody, now the opposite side of that is, I think the only reason Giannis would go at the deadline would be somebody's an impulse buyer. Somebody comes in and goes, here's, we're going to give you all this crap and all this crap and all this crap, and we want Giannis right now. Because they don't want to go into the off-season back and forth bidding war that's going to go on for Giannis.
The one. Sorry, the one that is crazy to me is the one where Golden State's going to, they trying to make Golden State do the trade where they give up Jimmy Butler. If I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, why am I taking a guy that has a torn ACL?
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
And might not come back the next year. I know it's they were talking for all the picks they could get from Golden State.
But I've also
heard
get
all the picks,
and I've heard Draymond's name in this too.
Yeah, it's a 3-team trade.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want Jimmy Butler. He's hurt. So I don't understand. I think some people, they just make up shit to throw it out there.
Well, and that's, more or less without dogging Shams. That's kind of his job, right? I got to fuel speculation some way or another about the trade deadline. ESPN's got me on 5 shows a day. I have to have something to say.
And you got to think about it. For all the ones that we keep hearing rumors about that we're waiting for him to break, there's always going to be there could be other major or pretty decent trades that you never would have thought about that he's going to break. Nobody knew anything. I think that Luka and AD trade should give you some credibility for a couple of seasons.
Well, that was
nobody knew anything about that.
That was a year ago yesterday.
Yes.
Well, he didn't know anything about it either until they said, "Oh, it's been traded." He they traded him. It's not like it was breaking news for him. Like, "Oh, look, this is coming out."
Yeah. But wasn't he the one that broke it?
No.
No, I think he was.
He
might have been the first to have it, but it wasn't like it was an exclusive. He was the only one that had it.
For me, if you're gonna be one of these guys like this, I want the inside scoop. I need to know 2 days before it happened, a day before, not an hour.
Right, but
it's already done.
Right, but what if? But to him, I mean, he may have been the first one to have it. It's just he may not have gotten it until he got it. You see what I'm saying? Like, he may have been the first one to have it. He may not necessarily have it right when it happens. Like, he's still the first one to have it. Because none of us ever would have thought that would have happened.
Your job is, if you're going to be a breaking news guy, don't break the news an hour before it happened. Break the news 24 hours before it happened and let me, now I got trust in you that you know what the hell you're talking about.
You want Adam Schefter.
Yes, that's what I want.
Schefter. Adam Schefter will run off of ESPN with a phone in his hand to take a call. Like, fuck you guys, hold on. He does not care.
But let's say, who's to say that's never happened before with him? He may have had news at the trade deadline or free agency where
I get it.
I don't always think these guys get it right then and there. It's breaking news to us, and do we really actually care? He's the first one with it, and he's the first one to break that news.
Look, I follow him just because his job's to get it posted fast.
Right.
So even if he's not the first one.
But there have been other people like in certain areas that posted before, and he take it and he posts like 10 minutes later. But they're like, "Oh, I posted first." No, he didn't. This guy just did it for 10 minutes.
Well, he's also the guy. Well,
So-
he's garnered the credibility over the years everywhere he's been to where he's the one that people like. Yeah, you have your other reporters, but
He just got the credibility when Woj said, "I'm out."
no, he was doing his thing. He was with
for
the
a few
Athletic.
years.
He was
He was
with
doing it for a
Yahoo.
few
He was
years, yeah.
He was coming up. It was a battle between him and Woj at one point. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
before he got to ESPN.
But I think, to both of your points, when I joke about Schefter, Adam Schefter has had many years of building relationships with like front office people and PR people that they know they could trust him to do that stuff. Yeah. I think Shams is still kind of navigating that water. You know what I mean? Like Woj had it, I think, in his pocket because Woj was the same way Schefter was for a long time.
Right.
So I feel like the longer he's in that role, the more insight he's going to get. Now, that's to say, I don't know how any of these teams feel about him. Like, I don't know if they liked Woj and they don't like him, or they like him better, or he's a little too intrusive. I have no idea how it works behind the scenes. But
I think for me is the people who don't make speculations. Just give me the facts. Don't give me speculation. I think sometimes he speculates a little too much.
Well, that's why he's getting dogged.
Well, I think that's
And with Schefter, Schefter's like, "Oh, this is what I got. This is what I heard."
My
this is what
sources
they
are
could
telling
do.
me.
Yeah, but everything let's step back a bit. Everything that Schefter hears, and he speculated too before, doesn't always happen. He's just telling you, he's giving you a little behind the scenes of what's going on. That's what you also want from your insiders, because when they're on a show, they can easily say, "No, I ain't heard anything," and then just stay right there.
Back to
Okay,
you,
well,
Mike.
back to you all. No, it is their job to give you an idea of kind of what's going on.
Yeah, I know.
But because if not, you'd be like,
that.
"Hey, Schefter, hey, Woj, or Schefter, you got anything?" Nope. All right, well, thanks. What's the point?
Well, back to you, Mr. Harper.
Yeah, like, what's the point?
Back to you, Stephen A. Go yell at some people for that. So anyway, well, as this stuff breaks, we're just trying to kind of make the most sense of it. I think the big thing with Giannis is going to be a lot of these other names that you hear around the trade deadline, which are like John Morant, Anthony Davis, Sabonis' name has come up, obviously because of the situation there. I feel like all of those pieces are going to fall if and when the Giannis thing happens or doesn't happen.
Does Giannis have the ability to say no to a trade, or you can just trade him?
I don't think he has a no trade clause.
I don't think he has that, no.
I don't think so.
So but I'm just surprised that this boiled up as much as it did over the weekend. Like, I thought that we were like, okay, I think everybody's pretty much in agreement this is going to be an off-season thing, but no, it boiled up pretty quick.
I'm not
pretty
surprised.
fast this weekend.
I'm
They're
not surprised.
taking offers, they're in heated debate and conversation with people about all this stuff. So the Anthony Davis name keeps coming up, trade deadline related, and we're just going to wrap a few more of these trade deadline things up. Mavericks situation obviously is a little different because he's hurt. But the Hawks, the conversation has been a minute that the Hawks were kind of looking to make that move for Anthony Davis, but I think that Dallas wants a little bit too much, maybe.
Well, they want that New Orleans pick.
Yeah, they want that, and then it's like Porzingis is involved in this.
Oh, well,
Kennard
he's an
is
expiring contract.
Right, but Kennard is
He ain't
wrapped up
coming
in
back
this.
to Atlanta, is he?
Cool.
Porzingis.
No, it's an expiring contract.
He's an expiring
Kennard.
contract. And then the other name I've heard in here that Dallas would want to make this work would be Ricochet, but I don't think the Hawks are going to be anxious to move on from Ricochet.
Look, I would like to have AD here. It's just when you go from having one big man that barely plays to now bringing in another one who probably doesn't play even more because of injury, it's like, dog, what are we doing? I'd rather keep that pick and then add another top 3 talent in this draft, because you talk about this draft is pretty loaded.
Yeah.
So these picks are much more valuable.
You're going to add probably a starter.
And pair him with Jaylen Johnson's only 24.
Yeah.
Most of your team is still relatively young.
Yeah.
So get another guy, get another top 3, top 5 pick, and pair him with Jaylen Johnson and move forward. I just don't think you move off of that New Orleans pick unless you're getting a good piece, like a really good piece and dependable piece back.
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
So that's the other name that's bouncing around a lot. And then there's like a few others. I don't know if anybody's going to make a move on John Morant. Despite continued interest in Andrew Wiggins, the Heat don't appear to have any interest in anything the Lakers have offered them. So that seems to be not going anywhere. But I think a lot of this, a lot of what we're talking about, is going to hinge on whether or not Giannis decides to do anything. Because I think everybody's sort of holding all their pieces to go, well, shit. If I need all these pieces to make this Giannis thing happen, I need to have them all. So I think everybody's holding. And then I think if nothing happens on the Giannis front, by like Wednesday night or Thursday morning, I think you're going to start to see a flurry of crazy shit happen.
Yeah, I think that.
But here's the thing that you got to understand: when you get Giannis, you got two other players that's coming with it. So
you got his brothers.
You got his brothers.
You got to make.
I think that Warriors thing might be something. Like, I think there may be something behind that. Like, that could be.
I tell you what, though, if you can get Steph Curry and Giannis on the same floor together, I don't know. And I know Steph's getting old, but he's still Steph.
He's still better.
And I know Giannis
95% of the league.
That's absolutely right. And I know Giannis is banged up time to time, but he's arguably one of the top 10 players in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Maybe the argument for top 5. I don't know, man. That's a very intriguing. I think Golden State would swing back in a positive direction, even if they had to give up a lot to make it happen. I guess the question is, are they willing to leverage whatever future they have beyond those two guys to make it happen?
You know what? I think they will go to Steph and says, it's Steph's. I think it's Steph's choice. Is this decision, because Steph only has 2 to 3 years left in him, maybe more. But I'm just saying, though, your window right now is open to attack. And I think if Steph says, yes, get rid of Draymond, get rid of Jimmy, bring in this guy, and then bring in a couple other pieces, it's a done deal. Because, you got to think about that organization is so dedicated and behind Steph that they would do what he says. Steph don't just seem. I don't know Steph. I only met him like once. He don't seem like he's the type of person to go in and try to make decisions for a team. Mm-hmm. He just said, "Well, I'm just here to play. It's your decision." So So
yeah, we've talked to Steph a couple times on different shows and podcasts and stuff, and he's just very laid back. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't give off the vibe. You're right, of somebody that's marching into the GM's office and going, "Here's what we need. Here's what we need to do. Here's what I want." He's like, "No. Give me the right pieces. I'll throw my input in when you ask for it, but otherwise,
right.
Build around me. Help me get it done. I'm going to do my part." I got nothing but respect for Steph Curry, man, because he's always been that guy, just the do your part guy. Yeah. He could easily be the guy that storms into a GM's office and goes, "Here's what I want," and he just doesn't give off that vibe. Let's talk about Paul George real quick. We got a bunch of other stuff to get to too. We got Jason Kidd firing back at the media. We're going to talk about the standings a little bit. We are going to check in on the All-Star game, a bunch of other stuff, and Rapid Fire's back this week. Rapid Fire. So we'll do a little trivia game. But the Paul George suspension, other thing I didn't see coming this week, as I don't think anybody did, suspended 25 games following the league's anti-drug program. Here was Paul George's statement. "Over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health, and in the course of recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own, I made the mistake of taking an improper medication. I take full responsibility for my actions and apologize to the Sixers organization, my teammates, and the Philly fans for my poor decision-making during this process. I'm focused on using this time to make sure that my mind and body are in the best condition to help the team when I return." You look intrigued, Rob.
No, I think in the last couple of years, we get this out now of mental health. And I don't know his mental health, but I'm just saying, I just laugh all the time anytime you get your mental health. And like when people just step back and say, whoa, I'm not bagging on him, but I'm just amazed at how much that mental health can kind of give you an out of in whatever situation. But I don't know what happened. I heard he was suspended. I didn't say, well, this is Paul George. I love Paul George's game. But I just laugh at how every time, like now in the NCAA, you can get an extra year in college by throwing out mental health. They're like, oh shit, we ain't touching that. They give him another year. So it's just so many things like now that people just use for mental health. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like them too. I'm like, I don't talk about it, but there's just like mental health. Yeah.
So I guess my question is, and this might seem like a dumb question, but I'm going to ask.
There's never any dumb questions.
Just dumb people. How easy is it to accidentally violate the NBA drug policy, taking a medication? Or are you like really told very clearly, here's what you can, here's what you can't, there's no gray area, and you know the rules?
Okay, this is me. All right, I got this medication from a doctor. Let me take it to my trainer. Yo, doc, your trainer, whoever's name is this okay to take? Well, let me get back to you. that's how easy it is, man.
Okay.
You got all the resources in the world to ask. You have all the people at your disposal to ask. I don't see how you consistently are taking the wrong product or using the wrong product and not knowing whether it's against the league's policy, the league's substance abuse policy. So I'm not understanding it.
Okay.
I really do not get it because there's too many of these guys who have gone through this and missing a boatload of games from basketball all the way to football. When you have all of these people at your disposal, you got trainers, you got all these folks that you work out with, you have nutritionists, you got all these people say, hey, you'll check this out for me to see if this is against league policy?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so then not to tread into a gray area, but if it's something to help with mental health, whether it be depression or anxiety, is that still something that's on everybody's radar? Or do you just think, well, this is not for anything physically, therefore I don't really think this is
You still got to check. Because even if it may...
Dr. Jennings, I got this medication.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I got you. I'm just like playing devil's advocate here. I'm trying to give the guy an out. Okay, I'm trying to give him an out.
There's no
I'm
out.
throwing him some bail, for God's sake.
Because guess what? If you think your mental health bad now, miss half of the games, or baseball be suspended half of the season.
Yeah, jerks and Profar. Yeah.
Because you couldn't ask somebody. I'm not taking anything away from somebody's mental health or whatever they're going through.
Right, but
there's a responsibility.
You got to clear it.
You got to clear it.
Okay. I get you. I mean, but I've heard before in the past, like guys say stuff like that. Like, well, this isn't for that, so I didn't even think twice about it. And it's like, well, I feel like if you are, forget Paul George, you have a contract with an NBA organization, you need to think twice about it. Like anything that goes into your body, I would imagine you go, let me just do the checklist real quick on this one and make sure I'm okay. But it doesn't seem like a lot of guys tend to do that. Maybe they just think, like I said, if it's something for your mental health or anxiety or depression, you're like, this isn't a physical thing, so I don't even need to think about it.
I think the times have changed too, where you think about if something was physically, mentally wrong with me, go to the trainer sends you to the doctor, their doctor. Now guys are like, I'm not going to your doctor, the team doctor, because that's not my doctor. That's not who I have a relationship with. And then the doctor they're going to don't understand that there's stuff that you cannot take. And it's here. This is work for my patient over here. It should work for you. But no, it has whatever it may be in it. Yeah. And that's what I don't understand now, how all these guys now, like you think about it, you got certain guys, they come to the team, I got my own trainer. Yep. I got my own doctor.
Oh, yeah,
I got my own security.
Stuff. Yeah.
And now it's just another clusterfuck of people in all around. When I think sometimes the GMs and the owners got to be like, no, you can have one person. Pick. You want your security. You want your trainer. You want your nutritionist. Who do you want? That's the only person you have around the facility. If I was smart, you get that one person rolled all in one. And so that makes a big difference.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. Happening. Not with guys of the Paul George level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But and see, that goes to me. It's just too much going around. And I don't understand why these owners, they allow these players to just put their stamp on the organization. No, I'm going with this guy. Not. I don't. Well, get the fuck out of Dodge. Then. You want me a championship?
What are you talking about? You know full well, and you said it yourself. This is a player-controlled league nowadays.
Yeah, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to lay down the law.
Yeah, I know, but these guys still just know if you want me here, I'm going to play for your team. This is my staff, and they come with me.
Yeah, they can wait outside like the media.
Who the hell was it?
In the hallway and wait.
Who was it in baseball? Had this conversation? Was it Juan Soto?
Juan Soto signed with the Mets. He was going to sign with the Yankees,
right.
But the Yankees didn't want all the other stuff that came with him.
Right. We don't want your staff. We don't want your private suite full of people. We don't want any of that stuff. So he signed with the Mets. Now, look, I get it. It doesn't what happened in the season or how it panned out, none of that matters. The fact is they moved away from him for that reason alone.
Mm-hmm.
But he's able to, and you know what though? But he was able to set the terms, and a team like New York was like, all right, we'll go with that. We're okay with it because we want you, we want the name, we want the recognition, we want the numbers, we want all that stuff. It's going to put butts in seats. So if we have to make some concessions to get asses in seats, we're going to do it. And I feel like a lot of owners will concede that kind of stuff.
Rob, well, one person is a physical therapist Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday they're security, and then
nutritionist on the weekend.
Friday and the weekend, they're a bodyguard of some sort.
Yeah.
Jordan's guy was like that. One his trainer who trained him, then he was nutrition, then he's able to go. He was in security, so he got one guy could do it all.
All right. You just let me know where you find them type of folks who know how to do all of that.
You come around on Friday, trim the hedges out front, mow the lawn. All that
my
stuff.
My trainer I had, that it was Vince Young had him, Adrian Peterson had him, Trent what's Trent Williams? Is Trent the offensive lineman?
Trent
Williams. For
our trainer did all that. He was like, he could be your security if you want to be, because he was an MMA fighter. He had a degree in nutrition. He could be that, and then also he was your trainer. So you have one. They're out there.
Okay,
you just got to have him.
So most security are licensed to carry.
He was licensed to carry.
Was he licensed to carry?
He's from Texas, of course.
Okay, I know where he's from. Okay.
I tell you what, he sounds Jamaican. It sounds like he had 44 jobs. Sounds like he did everything. He did DoorDashes on the weekends. He's a nutritionist over here. He's an MMA fighter on Fridays. Yeah, okay. All right, well, listen, there's a couple other things I want to get to. Jason Kidd, did you hear the Jason Kidd audio?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I'm going to play it for you real quick. A reporter asked him a question about the Heat. He was catching about Cooper Flag at the point, and Jay kind of fired back.
Coach, you get a lot of national criticism for playing Flag at point guard. Over the last 2 games, he's been on the ball.
Criticism, that's your opinion. You guys write that bullshit. That's not, I've done this. I played this game. I played it at a very high level, and I know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't give a fuck what you guys write, because you guys have never played the game. And so I build players, so I know what the fuck I'm doing. So to take criticism, it only makes me better.
He got a little hot about that comment.
Yeah.
And now I can't imagine that's the first time he's heard that. But he might have just been a little fired up after that game.
I was like, I built players. I'm like, you built players? Who did you build?
Where did this happen? Yeah.
Were you in the lab? You got a Terminator somewhere?
But this is the typical, I played the game, you didn't fire back. That look, and I'm not trying to be an ass here, but like NBA players, you guys love to do that to us, to the media guys. You love to shit on us for not, you never picked up a basketball. You don't know what it takes. And it's like, yes, but I've watched basketball for 30 years. I know all the little ins and outs and where guys fit and where guys don't. And sometimes when things aren't working, maybe it's because the guy's playing out of position a little bit. We've talked about it on this show that we think he's maybe playing out of position, obviously by necessity because of the situation in Dallas. But Jason's not ignorant to that. Like, he knows full well that maybe he's playing a little out of position, or he's heard people criticize the team for putting Cooper on point, because that's not necessarily his strongest spot. But like, why all of a sudden did it become a F you? You don't know. I've built players. I'm better than you are.
Oh, this is all built up frustration.
It's got to be.
When you start looking at how the season is gone, you don't have Kyrie. You lose Anthony Davis. He gets hurt multiple times during the season like he does every season.
How many games has he played this season for Dallas?
Is it?
Do we know?
Oh, no. Is it?
What's the, right? We're going to set the over-under at 15.
I think it's under.
Has he played more than 15
over.
games? You're going to say over 15.
Did I see somewhere where he said he played 20?
We're going to find out. I'm going to say under as well, 15. Anthony Davis, games played this season.
But when you look at it, this season has gone nowhere like Dallas. I mean, you don't have Luka anymore. You made the trade, so the guy you made the trade for ain't healthy. Everybody knew that Anthony Davis was not going to play the rest of the season or be available for Dallas.
What did I set the line at? 15? He's played 20.
I thought so. I thought.
Yeah, I went under too, though. He has played 20.
I knew it was about 20.
And I'll tell you what, I have not. I bet under because of the 20 he's played. We haven't really heard much or seen anything about those 20 games. Maybe he's had 2 or 3 in there where you're like, oh shit, Anthony Davis is back. And I really would have thought it was less than 20.
And my thing is Kyrie gone for the season?
I still haven't heard an update. That's a good question. I haven't heard any update. Well,
yeah, why come back at this point?
As 100%.
I just, we talk about AD.
What are you going to rush back for?
Right. Just,
I mean, they're not. Are they out of it? Where are they? Because I haven't seen their name. They've got to be. Are they even in the play-in right now?
No, they're not.
They're out of the play-in, aren't they? Western.
They are.
Everything
this year is basically just Cooper Flagg's development.
They're 12th.
Oh, they're 19 and 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all about development. From here on out is development.
They're below the Grizzlies, just a tick over the Jazz.
Yep.
Oh, boy. That's not good. That's just not good.
I always say everything that Cooper Flagg is going, which is foreign territory, which is foreign territory for any guy who's a number one pick coming out of college. They've been successful at every level that they played. But everything that he's dealing with as a player and going through all this ain't going to do nothing but help him moving forward.
I agree.
He can become a better player for it. He's had some great moments this year. I think didn't he score like 40-something a couple of nights ago?
Yeah, he had a huge game a few nights ago.
This is about that is your franchise player. So get him all the work that he can get, and you at some point in time you build around him how you can for years to come. Whenever you choose, you decide to start that, because AD and Kyrie ain't.
Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, Kyrie maybe next season.
Maybe.
But what version of Kyrie do you? Because he's getting older and he's coming off a knee, so it's like, I don't know, what version of him do you have? You know what I mean? How long does it take him to bounce back? Anthony Davis, I mean, again, it's just the most unreliable piece. He's so good when he's healthy, and yet he's never healthy. So it's just so hard. But yes, I agree with you. It's a frustration blowing over in Dallas. The only reason J. Kidd goes after that poor guy like that. We're talking briefly about the standings in the West. Obviously, we know now that Dallas is just woof down there. Thunder's still up top there at 39-11. Spurs are right behind them, 33-16. Nuggets there as well, 33-17. Rockets at 4. Timberwolves at 5. Lakers have slipped back to 6.
Yeah.
And what else? Your Suns are at 7. The Clippers are at 9 right now. They've clawed their way back. For what it's worth, the Clippers, since December 20th, have the best record in the NBA.
Yeah.
And are actively looking to move James Harden as we speak. But they started horribly. They figured it out. They got the ship right, and now they're obviously going to have more trouble along the way. So that's kind of where we stand in the West. In the East, it's still the Pistons, man. Still up there, 36-12. Knicks and Celtics are both right behind them, about 5 games back. And then the Raptors and the Cavs tied up right behind them. So you've only got about 5 30-game winners in the East, and you got about 7 in the West.
Yeah.
So it's fairly even for things as far as that goes. I mean, top teams are 36 and 36 wins and 39 wins. So they're not terribly, not this huge disparity between the West and the East so far this year. I thought it was cool. The Knicks-Lakers game on NBC the other night, I thought that was one of the better presentations of the NBA I've seen in a minute. Like, they rolled out the carpet for that, man. They had Bob Costas out on the floor.
Well, they should have.
They should have. But it's just good to see, like, when a company like NBC wants to flex their muscle and really make a broadcast seem huge. Wow, they can do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where it's. I mean, they've had good stuff this year. They haven't been bad. But, like, how come every game can't look and feel that way? Because, damn, they went all out.
Because every game ain't Knicks-Lakers.
I don't care.
Every game is not Knicks-Lakers.
But every game could feel like it, damn it. Like, Bob Costas' ass out there on the floor for the first time in 20 years.
We talk about the nostalgia of NBC, and you're absolutely right. But I guarantee you in the 90s when NBC was at their height, every game didn't feel like
Knicks Lakers.
No, every game. No, then it was Bulls Lakers,
right. Yeah,
Bulls Knicks. Every
Knicks,
game was not that because Michael Jordan was not playing it. Patrick Ewing was not playing in every game. Charles Barkley wasn't playing. It's just what it is. It's a star-driven league. We got to roll out the red carpet.
Mike Tirico pulling Tracy Morgan into the broadcast at one point in the middle of the game.
If I go out for a steak dinner, they not rolling out the red carpet. But if Denzel Washington go out for a steak dinner, they rolling out the red carpet. It's just what it is. Okay. I'm not Denzel.
I got it. Well,
they'll roll out the red carpet if you go to that place a lot and they get to know you.
Rob's playing on the I don't have superstar status, but people around town know me.
I'm trying to. Hey, all right. Hey, let me just say this. I just did a broadcast with Mike and when I did the Florida-Alabama game, and he talked great about the both of you. So look, y'all got superstar status.
Who'd you do a broadcast with?
Mike, who does the broadcast for the Hawks. I don't know Mike's last name.
Mike, who does the radio broadcast for the Hawks? Mike Conti?
Mike Conti. Mike Conti.
Yeah, okay.
Conti.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, we're at 92.9, yeah.
Yeah, he's
a program director.
Yeah, he runs the competing radio station in town.
Yeah.
But, is he? Oh,
but not a bad guy. But not a bad guy, dude. Not a bad guy at all.
He talked very highly of you guys.
Yeah,
he loves you two guys.
He's good people. Mike's a good guy. I mean, like, people love to drum up the whole radio war. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he works across the street. That guy.
Yeah, that's a management thing.
It is, but it's like we get along with most of the people across the street.
And you've worked with most of those people before.
We know all of them. There's a small handful that I would probably trip in the street if I saw them. But besides that, a small handful. Take that. All right, we mentioned the All-Stars before. I just want to mention that the All-Star reserves were announced this week. We had Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Johnson. Congratulations, Jaylen.
Absolutely.
Karl Anthony Towns, Siakam, Norman Powell, Scotty Barnes, face of the league, and Jalen Duren. And then your Western Conference.
Duren.
And your Western Conference reserves, Anthony Edwards, Jamal Murray, Chet Holmgren, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Dene. I don't know how to say his name. I've used his name before. Denny Avdija? Avdeja? Avdija? Okay, I've never had to use his name before, and of course, Bron. Kawhi Leonard, we talked about having the best year of his NBA career while leading the league in steals and free throws, not an all-star. James Harden having the best scoring season since his final full year in Houston. Third in assists per game, not an all-star. Just weird.
I only see two people that I think that shouldn't be on that list.
Should be?
Should not.
Should not be. Okay.
Should not. That's Chet.
Okay.
And Siakam.
Okay.
I think Chet, everybody was, well, they got the best record in the league. Hell, we had the best record in the league, and Dream was the only all-star for our team. So I think that Şengün has outplayed Chet.
I was going to ask how you feel about him being
so that's the only thing. Şengün has outplayed Chet.
And Embiid, too.
Yeah, and Embiid has outplayed Siakam. And so I just think those are the things. And like Siakam, they like worst record in the league. Right?
They are right now. They are dead last. If I'm not. Oh yeah, we skipped that. We were talking about standings. The worst. I think the Pacers are. Hold on, I haven't written down. No, the Kings. Kings have the worst record in the league. They're losers of 9 straight. They sit at 12-39 in the West. In the East, though, it is the Pacers, only 1 game better. 13-36.
As bad as.
Dead last in the East.
And maybe because I've caught more games this year, watching them than I probably ever have in the past. Even without Halliburton, as bad as they are, the Pacers are a pretty decent and fun team to watch.
They are.
They are, Nembhard, Nate Smith, they are pretty. I would have never said that, but I remember sitting there watching.
Find a way to win, man.
Yeah, just watching them versus Houston the other night and watching a couple other games prior to. I'm like, they're a talented team. They're a talented team. And I can see, obviously Halliburton, you losing him, and obviously losing Miles Turner, that can turn you into the team that you have now. But they're a talented team.
That's where you are. 6 guys making their all-star debuts. Johnson, Duren, Norman Powell, Avdija. I still don't know how to say his name. Chet Holmgren and Jamal Murray. I'm surprised Jamal Murray, this is his first all-star team.
Really?
Yeah. Jamal Murray making his all-star debut.
Yeah, because that's normally Kawhi or James Harden.
I guess that's right. Yeah. And we talked about Norman Powell. Was it last year or the year before? Should have been there. Didn't get it. So he gets it this year. So congrats to those guys for making the all-star team. And then the all-star game's coming up, and we have no idea how it's going to work or what it's going to look like or what the hell's going to happen. So we'll give it a ride and give our opinion afterwards and see how badly it's broken. All right, let's do Big Shot of the Week, then we'll do Rapid Fire. And thank you, by the way, to everybody who's been sending us questions this week and topics for Shoot-Around. That show will come your way on Friday because there's some good stuff on the Shoot-Around sheet for Friday. Big Shot of the Week is going to go to a group called Serve DC. They're a volunteer group organized by the mayor of Washington, D.C.'s office. Here's why. The District of Columbia's plows and employees were obviously all focused on all the big roadways during the winter storm. So everything they had got thrown at the interstates. Well, they put this little group of people together whose job it is to go around and hit the blocks with shovels in hand and clear sidewalks and walkways for the elderly, the young, the disabled, people who are just overwhelmed. And they've been doing it for a week now. They cleared snow and ice in front of people's homes, people who were on crutches, people who were disabled, all kinds of stuff. Not because they're being paid, just because they're trying to help out their neighborhood. And I will tell you, for a community in Washington that has been embattled in all kinds of crap, not political stuff. I'm not going to do political stuff, but like with the government and everything going on in D.C., the federal, National Guard there and all this other bullshit, it's really cool to see the people of D.C. just kind of come together and just bail out their neighbors. Right. You know what I mean? Just like, hey, we're looking out for the elderly. We care about the people who can't do this for themselves. I don't want the woman next door on crutches slipping on ice. So we're going to get out there with shovels and we're just going to help people.
That's true.
So the fact that they put this little group together and they're out there doing it, man, big shot of the week. That's dope.
What's up.
Good for that, man.
It's called being kind.
Yes, it is. It's amazing how far that gets.
Right.
And it's sad that we have to highlight people who are just being kind.
Well, you know.
That's where we are.
Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor. That's absolutely right. All right, we had a bunch of people ask, y'all haven't done rapid fire in a while. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Because of everything moving so quick this week with the trade deadline, you're damn right. We're going to rapid fire this thing. So to remind everybody how this works, if you're new to the show or you haven't heard this before, I will give Rob and I will give Harper 60 seconds. I will pepper them with general knowledge trivia questions. Whoever gets the most right will win the round. We'll do best 2 out of 3. Since it is Robert Horry's show, you win the toss by default. You can go first or you can defer.
The last time I deferred, Harp got all the easy questions to start the game over.
And here's the thing. I am letting you make this decision completely on your own, whether you choose to receive or defer.
And me knowing how smart you are, and you probably say, "Oh, Rob got mad because this," and you think I'm gonna take first this time because Harp. I'm gonna defer again to Harp and let Harp go first because I noticed I'm gonna get the easy questions this time.
Okay. All right. Let's load them up and see how we do. Harper, 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. For over 100 years, crowds have gathered at one Times Square to watch a ball drop to celebrate what holiday?
New Year's Day.
Correct. Single or taken, which am I if I'm bowed up?
Say that one more time.
Single or taken, which am I if I am bowed up?
Oh, taken.
Correct.
Oh, booed
if you're, whatever. If your handbag has, I'm a man. If your handbag has a double G monogram on it, it's from what designer?
Gucci.
Correct. Romantically speaking, if you got to first base, what did you do?
Kiss.
Correct. Meaning carp in Japanese, what colorful fish are often kept in decorative ponds?
Koi fish.
Correct. The ring finger is located between the middle finger and what other finger?
The ring finger is. Say that one more time.
The ring finger is located between the middle finger and what other
pinky.
finger? There you go.
Oh, my bad.
When it was introduced in 1893, what rival did Coca? Oh.
What I get 5?
2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6.
Ooh, beat that, big dog.
Okay.
And that was after I asked him to repeat certain questions.
Look, bowed up, booed up, whatever. Shut up. Fuck both of you.
Oh, that's
I like both.
F both of you. That's
okay, William Tell. You fucking William Tell now? Like,
okay.
You
All right. Bowed up. All right. 60 seconds for Robert Horry. And here we go. When it was first introduced in 1893, what rival to Coca-Cola was originally called Brad's Drink?
Pepsi.
Correct. What smart college in England lent its name to a smart-looking style of men's shirt?
Polo. Oh, no.
Oxford. In a standard deck of playing cards, how many cards are there of each suit?
4.
13. What classic
suit.
What classic 3-word hand game is also called Rochambeau?
Rochambeau. When they kick you in the nuts.
Rock, paper, scissors. What military-themed line of toys use the phrase "a real American hero"?
G.I. Joe.
Correct. In Edgar Allan Poe's poem *The Raven*, what word does the raven say over and over?
Kill.
Nevermore. Claudia Sheinbaum is the current president of what North American country?
You talking about, is that Canada?
That's Mexico.
Oh.
Claudia Sheinbaum is the president of Mexico. Yeah, Oxford shirts. How many standard...
what the fuck is an Oxford shirt?
You ever heard of an Oxford? It's like a button-up
I've heard of an Oxford
collared shirt. In a standard deck of playing cards, there are how many of each cards for each suit? 13.
See, I was thinking each card, like there's 4, like a 4 club, 4 diamond, 4 spade, 4 heart. So I was thinking that. Right?
Yeah, there you go. And Rochambeau is rock, paper, scissors.
I'd never heard of Rochambeau.
I wrote Rochambeau, but I thought that's when they kick you in the nuts.
Kick
you don't
you
get
in
something.
the nuts.
And they kicked them in the ding ding.
And right in the ding ding. Thank you, Eddie Murphy. Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. Quote The Raven.
I would have never gotten
Nevermore. One of the most iconic
I'm
things
sitting
ever
there,
written.
yeah.
So you got cooked. All right, well, you get to go first in the second round. So let's see if your theory of the first questions are always easiest questions.
It's too late now. It's like it's too late.
It's too late now.
Easy questions. I'll let you fucking pick.
Hey,
All right.
I'm not wearing my mother's face as a mask. What's that movie where you like to show? Mother.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
It's that movie. What's it called? Ed Gein.
oh God, with the serial killer?
Yeah, y'all haven't seen that yet?
No.
Oh, you gotta
I know what
watch
Gein
that.
is, though. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. Yeah,
Okay.
Mother.
Oh.
You gotta watch it. It's
Terrifying
a
and creepy. All right,
Yeah.
Rob, you get to go first this round. 60 seconds. Here we go. If you're in a love triangle, that's a relationship between you and how many other people?
good show. 2.
Correct. What animated sitcom mom has chain-smoking identical sisters named Patty and Selma?
Marge Simpson.
Correct. What does the B stand for in military aircrafts like the B-52?
Bomber.
Correct. If a guy delivers himself a chrome dome, what has he removed from his head?
His hair.
Correct. The Mexican holiday Dia de los Muertos means day of the what?
Dead.
Correct. Arches or Heels, which is a national park in Utah?
Heel.
No, Arches. What's the official winter sport of Canada?
Skiing.
Hockey. Land, sea, or air, where are you if you're caught in the jet stream?
Air.
Correct. What Ocean's 11 actor made his Broadway debut in Good Night and Good Luck as the real-life Edward R. Murrow?
The pretty motherfucker.
I think he got 6.
He did get 6. George Clooney.
What's
Job.
George Clooney.
That's what I said. The pretty motherfucker.
Come on now. Come on. All right. All right, Harp.
He got 6.
You gotta beat
That's a good
6.
round. That's a good little round.
Let's see how you do in
I didn't
round
think
2.
I was totally his mind was somewhere. I would think winter sport. I'm like,
Rob's trying to
forgot hockey.
Rob's trying to force a round 3. Let's see if he can get it done. Harper. 60 seconds. Here we go. Especially in theater, a traditional way to wish someone good luck is to say break a what?
Leg.
Correct. If you had any sense, you'd know what president's image is currently on the U.S. nickel.
On the nickel. Oh, dang, on the nickel. I ain't seen a nickel in a minute. Thomas Jefferson?
Correct. Spooned or forked, snakes have what kind of a tongue?
Fork.
Correct. If you like seafood, take a crack at the Dungeness, King, or Blue types of what ocean dweller?
Crab.
Correct. Langley, Virginia is the home headquarters of what federal agency?
FBI.
The CIA.
Dang, I knew it was either one.
Oliver Twist or 50 Shades of Grey, in which novel does the main character say, "Please, sir, I want some more"?
Oliver Twist.
Correct. Historically black colleges Spelman and Morehouse are both located in what U.S. capital city?
Atlanta, baby.
Thank you. Well,
I got
there you
6.
go. You got 6.
I
Tie
got
it up.
6.
All right, we got to go to tiebreak round. Got to go to tiebreak round. Who wants to go first? Rob?
You said the
go
questions
first.
are easy when you go first, Rob. Go ahead.
You want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, let's see if you can.
All
pull it
those
off.
questions were easy. That second set was hard.
Oh, you wouldn't have
Go
got
ahead.
Spellman in Morehouse?
I'd have got spelled.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to say.
I thought you were looking at me. I was like,
Dude, I'm in the dirty south.
I know where they are. I swear to God. Don't profile me. All right, here we go.
ATL, baby.
Rob, you're going first? Mm-hmm. All right. Let me find out where I was on my list of questions. All right, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. What E word is the garden where Adam and Eve lived before God gave them the boot?
E.
Eden, correct. What type of facial hair was named for Civil War General Ambrose Burnside?
Shit. Sideburns.
Correct. Love means nothing to Coco Gauff, who's a superstar in what sport?
Tennis.
Correct. Minnesota is famously called the land of 10,000 what?
Lakes.
Correct. Though you might call him a pizza rat, Chuck E. Cheese's middle name is what?
Edward.
Entertainment. If you're in a frenzy, you're said to run around like a chicken with what cut off?
Head cut off.
Correct. In what film do World War II soldiers go behind enemy lines to retrieve Matt Damon?
Bob. I can't think of it.
Saving Private Ryan. If you're a poser, you'd know what popular exercise got its name from the Sanskrit word meaning to join. If you're a poser, it's yoga.
Oh, so you got 5.
All right, Rob got 5. Harp, you got to beat 5. If you don't beat 5,
he wins.
Or you get 5.
Or we got to go
to a freak another tiebreaker, and I'm running out of questions. So this is going to be problematic.
It might have to be one to pick a number between 1 and...
Yeah. Which hand's got the jelly bean? Ready?
Right.
All right, ready. Here we go, Harper. Load them up. Let me just make sure I'm right. All right, here we go. True or false, the word moron is a palindrome?
True.
That's false.
Dang.
If someone's license plate displays the word famous potatoes, what state was the plate issued?
Idaho.
Correct. Ruby-throated, black-chinned, and white-eared are all species of what family of birds?
I don't know.
Hummingbirds.
Oh, hummingbirds.
In a chat room lingo, the letters AFK stand for away from what?
Away from now?
Away from keyboard. AFK.
Oh, keyboard. Oh, true.
What U-shaped item is said to bring good luck when hung over a doorway?
I'm tripping. Oh, horseshoe?
Oh, there you go, horseshoe.
You didn't have to do that.
Double or twin, which mattress size is bigger?
Double. Oh, it's a double.
It is a double.
I only got...
Even if you got it at the buzzer,
I wasn't going to win that.
You didn't get enough.
I didn't know that about the hummingbirds.
All right, so we tied one round. You each won a round.
I only know that because of Candace's boss. And she loves hummingbirds.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a bird watcher.
Okay.
I'm not either.
I've only got 5 questions left on my
Are we still
sheet.
tied?
You're still tied because you each won a round and you tied one.
Okay.
So we're just going to go back and forth with the remaining 5 questions. If either of you miss one, that's a winner. If you both get them all right, then we're fucking tied. I'm out of shit to ask you guys. All right. Robert Horry.
Mm-hmm.
The end of our national anthem mentions the home of the what?
Brave.
Correct.
Come on.
Harper. The NBA legend, once known as Lou Alcindor, changed his name to what?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Correct. Robert Horry. True or false? The protest known as a boycott was named for retired British Army Captain Charles Boycott.
False.
That is true. Oh, win goes to B-Dog Brandon Harper. There you go.
What are the last 2 questions?
Last 2 questions. Harper would have gotten issue number 1 of Action Comics. Has sold for over $3 million because it features the debut of what character?
Oh, that's a y'all thing.
Wow. I feel nerd shamed.
Heck, I don't know.
Superman.
I should have taken.
And then the last question on the sheet, Rob, you both would got this one. What clever letter and number combination is commonly assigned to police dogs?
9.
K9.
K9. Yes.
It said letter and number.
Letter and number. K9. So.
Well, I was going to give you the K. I was taking the 9.
Because she's a giving soul.
Thanks.
He's a giving soul.
That game was epic. That was
a good one.
That was probably one of the best ones we played in a long time.
A really good one. Yeah. I ran out of questions, for God's sake. That never happens. Usually I'm done. I got like 15, 30 questions to hang on to for next time. All right.
You just call us dumb on the sly.
Who? Oh, nah.
I usually have 15 more questions to give you, but you dumbass didn't get to it, man.
Ain't nobody talking to you.
Oh, man.
Ain't nobody talking to you.
I ain't gonna lie.
Why are you bringing that up?
There have been quite a few times we played this game. I have felt stupid leaving. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You know more than this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a y'all thing.
Yeah. When you said I was like, I had
shamed us both. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.